Just playing through, huh?
Whoa, I don't know what's up with the color of that one. Check it out, it's yellow.
Huh.
Well, if I unplug it and replug it back in, the 12-year-old webcam might finally be dying. I think it lost its yellow cold.
Interesting. It's gonna need water. First, I'm gonna have to do that.
Let's to expand, you silly thing. Yeah. Quiet this. There we go. What? No, we already got. What's happening today? We'll be assembling those.
It's not come up over here yet.
Oh, here. Do you want me to fix that for you? Assembling the chalices that we made 2 days ago. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Gonna be.
So, do you need to put a small bat on the? No, because you need to trim. You need to cut these guys off first, don't you?
Yes. I'll be doing this. Actually,
yeah.
Yes, I can do.
First off, should be cutting these guys.
First off, I'll be turning the wheel. Riding my tool. Oh, here, this one should work.
Because these are not cups. These are, well, they're half a cup each.
Well, I think they hold more than a half a cup.
Ha ha.
So what I'm going to do, this is the neck of the chalice.
Okay, do you need a clean board? Ha, here we go. Go.
Yeah. All of a sudden, oh, there's stuff everywhere right now.
And this is a nice, clean, relatively smooth
Oh,
board.
yeah, you can get some water
More
going.
water, yes.
Or maybe 62. That water's still really cold.
Because
we have
62.
sunshine today, so it actually warmed up without electrical intervention.
Without assistance?
Yeah.
Is the water I'm putting in the kettle? Okay, good. The yellow went away. The secondary cam is.
Oh, you need.
Oh, oh! I'm sorry. I didn't put the bridge in place. I need to find the bridge board. Where did I put it? There it is.
And with the little bit that had been the bottom, I'm turning into one of those little mini plates.
There we go. Oh, and she's discovered it. She can get much closer in on the other side.
What you gonna do next, huh? Gonna actually walk on the little plate?
I'm gonna put a paw print in there? No, she's just very curious.
Very curious.
How are the smells? You gonna step onto the middle? Oh, it moved. Next. Then we'll put this
We have
over here.
Lisa, Heather, Theodore, and Brian. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Okay. Oh, stop that, you.
Yeah, it's just not there at the right angle.
I'll take my foot off the
More.
pedal. Where did I put my tool? There it is. It's always the thing.
Where did I put the tool?
Oh, this one would work better. It was underneath a
Sharper stabby? Oh.
A stronger stabby.
It occurred to me that this one
I
was
have
used
a-
over there the other day. Over here, Mom. There we go. There should be enough space on here for the 3. Next. This could end
I have
bad.
a supervisor here. Oh dear. You're not going to step in the glove, are you?
I think she already did.
Yeah, she did. She'll have a...
It'll play colored paw prints. Oh, so what's the matter? Is that cold water? Because clay water is the best water as far as cats are concerned for drinking.
And she still doesn't understand why you touch the water with your paw first. But she
Yeah.
does it. That's what the older cat did before she died. She saw that just long enough to imprint on. You touch the water with your foot.
Yes. There we go. Yes. Is that the best water of all? Straight out of the glop bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put this, yeah, put it over here.
All those micronutrients.
Minerals.
Put my tool down.
Yeah, where did you put it this time?
Right there. This is an ongoing issue.
And here we have all the bases.
And instead of throwing this little bit of clay away, it's the little $2 plates.
By the time we actually have an in-person event again, we'll have quite the basket full again.
Yeah, I mean, people wanted to buy them, and we shipped them to them. We could do that.
Yeah, they'd be no more difficult to send than cookie stamps, and cookie stamps are easy.
Yeah. But they're so random.
Yeah.
But next Saturday, there's going to be a virtual merchant's web.
Yes. Okay, well, she is on the other side of the room. I'm going to go get the bag of clay for today's though.
And Benny. Hello. Thank you for joining the stream. Look, stay put, Nick. Silly beast. Put that right there. Meow. Meow. She'll be right back. This is different grip. It holds on to the wheel head. Oh, she'll be right back. But to cover up the back pins, I'm going to just put a bat on here. That doesn't get on here crooked. Meow. Oh no. This, what it does is it centers the.
Good girl. You saw me
I
on the
looked.
other side of the room.
Turn it off.
Also grab
And it
the
does.
sheep of borders.
Okay, good.
I should probably make more candles today.
Yeah.
Everybody asks what we're making. We are doing the assembly step to some trellises that the pieces were thrown 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
But it was sufficiently wet in here.
That it took them 2 days
It took 2 days to dry.
to firm up enough.
Yeah, because these are not dry.
They're not dry. I'd be very happy if they were.
Yeah.
And what this is a gifting grip because it holds onto the piece. So there are 3 grippy bits. And you have different size little prongs. Whereas this, and it goes
I think you may have
there.
gotten it a little too small.
No.
Yes?
No,
There we go.
it's fine. I knew what I was doing. I'm a professional.
Well, this is what we do full-time for a living, so that would definitely make us professionals. She tightens that down relatively gently. She doesn't want to crush
Doesn't want it to hold and see now what that does. Now it's in the center. And it doesn't take forever to try to adjust it and
Get it precisely centered.
which is a pain in the butt.
Because what she's doing at this point, she'll be trimming the base of that, because these will be attached to those stems. Okay, this bat is really... Oh, now there's little bits flinging off.
And this is the messy part, just because the little ribbons of clay fly everywhere.
And greatly intrigued the kitten.
So now it's rounded. And now I'll take
One of the stems, which I need to move back into reach.
Yep. And they're all roughly the same, right?
Over. Yeah. The 3 stems look pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Except this one was
Sorry, they're next. The foot pedal.
yes. Oh! Oh, sweetie.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Hello, Lori.
Oh, I had to grab a towel. Most of it
Just in time for the cat to step right into the clay water.
Come here, sweetie. I'll wash your paws for you.
And this
Oh, she's gonna drink the water down below now. Okay, I see boiling
this
water.
will be like this, and this tells me
Center.
center. I said, stop that! Silly thing. What I need to do now
There we go.
is
Clean up the stem joint.
no, actually, I need to bevel it.
Ah, yeah,
It's
because that's
round. This is flat. That's not good. So what do? You can't use a tool, or I just take the set of my finger and do this.
Totally. Cause gotta. Hi, Nix. How you doing? How your feet? Actually, looks like most of the clay shed back off her paws pretty quick.
That's good.
But it was basically up over the wrists on both front
I
feet.
saw that. I'm going to make
Oh, you
that
need
circle.
goop. Are you gonna use the goop out of the water bucket, or oh yeah, we just put fresh in here. Oh, there's condensation on the outside. Where do you want your
Set it
bucket?
right here. Okay. Let's see now. That circle's the same size as this circle right here. So what I'm going to do now is do. Let's see. I can use something else. Make quicker.
Do you want this one?
This one works.
Okay. That is a tooth tool, so yes, it's making all the little scripty marks. How do you make sure you won't poke through the bottom while rounding?
Practice. I mean, honestly. Because that's the biggest problem when people are first starting to do throwing, and then they trim it. Trim right through the bottom.
Hey, sweetie. Would you like me
See-
to wipe your paws off?
That was the biggest problem with middle school kids when they were doing it. They do the throwing. The next day they'd be trimming because there'd be lots of stuff around the edges and the bottom.
Because you don't throw efficiently because you're just learning.
And yeah, the number of times, it's just practice, unfortunately. There's no...
Because you can do that whole tap thing.
You go like this. It'll sound slightly different.
But you also have to learn what the sounds mean.
Yeah. So it boils down to practice.
Learning curve.
Yeah, there's a great learning curve. I've been doing it for a very long time.
You first
More
learned to
than
do-
4 decades, okay?
Yes.
Yes, because I started taking ceramics when I was in the 7th grade.
Oh yeah, because when you went to that school, middle school was 7th and 8th.
It was Wells Intermediate School. TD Wells Intermediate School. Imagine having to write that on things.
That was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
When I went to the exact same school many years later, it was simply called Wells Middle School.
A lot easier to write. Because it was named after one of the settlers.
Yeah. Area grew up in
Thomas David.
was founded by a number of people, some of which were some of the settlers from the Donner Party.
The survivors. Some of them settled there.
Well,
Some of them centered in the Central Valley.
Yeah.
Settled.
Well, to put it this way, the people who didn't survive didn't go on to settle anything.
Except for the ground.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
The ones that weren't recycled.
Yeah. That's what you get when you have,
Way
a
back
bad
when I because my mother saved a few hand grenades Yeah.
Yeah.
Nix, yes, that water is warm now, sweetie. You don't want to still be. It's like you don't want to still be there, kitty. Oh, each of the prior cats had to learn that lesson the hard way. Don't stand on the
where
wheelhead.
is my level? Cheap tool from the hardware store.
And yes, this only works if you've also made sure that the head of your wheel is also level.
The thing started off white. This one came from Sears because I ripped that off. So I've had it for quite some time.
Yeah.
There we go. We take this off.
Oops. Bump.
Turn
Just
it
hit check or
upright
something.
and
Compress it.
press it. Yeah. Much like you would with a handle.
Because effectively that's what that is. Sean and Catherine joined. Hello.
Well, thank you.
Nice work. Yes, that's a beautiful goblet. Yes. One of the 3 goblets that we'll be making today will be open stock.
Yeah, the other two
And
are special orders.
And here
Yes,
is
they
an
saw
example.
the
This one is 2-piece construction. Well, yes, I have small hands. And this one is a piece that was thrown as 1-piece construction. The one that is 1 piece will obviously hold much more because we share the cup portion of it. Because the one that's thrown whole as 1 piece is hollow all the way down the inside of the stem. Whereas this one is not. I'll take this guy. And I don't want to set him in the sunbeam. He might dry too fast.
So I'm in the shady area.
Yes. Because yes, we can control the speed of drying by which side of the room it's on. See, are these guys dry enough to let go?
Because, yeah, there's windows everywhere in this room. Because it's not actually really a room. It's a covered patio. An enclosed covered patio.
It's a glassed-in patio.
Yeah.
There we go.
Both statements are true.
Whereas it's listed on the electrical panel,
The solarium. Yes.
When we first moved in, this room had carpet
And curtains.
and curtains and visible places where condensation had beat it up and dried. We took the carpet out. We put in solid
clay.
flooring.
And
Yeah.
carpet.
Ew, just ew, the very thought of it. And while she's getting those done, I'm taking the other ones that I'll be picking up the special orders binder. Kitten.
She's not even 6 months old yet.
But here's one that has just been marked on the bottom. So it's got our maker's mark and the year down there. Ah, hello, Eleanor.
I'm doing this is attaching the necks to goblets today.
Stems.
Stems. What did I say? Necks.
Necks. They're similar in shape to necks.
Necks. Ah!
And not to be confused with Nix, who's secure
All
enough out here that she's doing interest. Oh, I took your bridge away. I'm so sorry. There we go. It's terrible. I took the bridge away. Just playing through. Binder.
And then mark, but I think might be the right size. So, nope.
Yes.
It's better
did you
to-
knock these off?
Better to mark it a little small than a little too big, because otherwise you'd have to smooth it out afterwards.
Let's this
Now
one
that I
now.
have that the right
Hello,
size,
cat.
I have to. I will because I cut this
Don't
off.
play with
Threw
those.
them like this. They look like very funny shaped beakers.
Beaker cups, yes. Those would
And
be
then I cut the
very-
bottoms off. Now I'm turning them over and beveling this so it matches the curve there. And yes, you can use a tool to do this. And no, I generally don't.
In your mind, that is what fingernails are for.
No, this is the side of my thumb.
Eleanor says, howdy. No. So we threw enough pieces for, we threw Saturday and the pieces.
Or just no throwing it. Because well, it was snowing this weekend.
Yeah, in which case
It was
things weren't
cold.
drying. It was too cold to
Could
dry.
run the dehumidifier because it says don't run it below 40 degrees.
Yeah.
And well, this room,
Does not have inherent warmth.
no, it's only warm when there's sunshine.
Because
Or we turn on the heater.
Oh, it's like 65 out here now.
Ooh, it's balmy out here now.
I'm like, yeah, I may end up taking off the long sleeve shirt and just going with the tank if it gets much warmer. I'll leave my vest on because that is
And then I do
protection
the
from cats.
scoring of it. So it's like you do if you're doing tile work or something. When you want things to stick, you have to rough them up, and that way
So the
the
hoop
glue-
sticks.
it
Next.
gets in there and it'll
Hello, Curious
bond
Kitchen.
well.
Yeah. No, I want the back. Here. Jump up. Come on. There we go.
And now for the goo, which is the slip. It's the glop out of my water bucket because it eventually fills up the bucket.
It silts up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, she got back off.
Which is why I have 3 different colors of wash
Goo.
water. Even though I have more than 3 for a display, but
See, just
they're classified.
yeah,
White-ish, red, and dark brown.
yeah. Because I'm like, well, two of the 3 buckets only get 1 color of clay in.
We are going to be experimenting with it
2 more colors.
to be able to do more of the Greek
Yeah, Nixie.
and early period stuff.
Oh, hello. Climb to the top. That's why humans are there.
And now, well, you want to have this, that way your stem is straight. And see, I didn't call it a neck this time.
Yes, it's a stem. Necks go on the top of pieces. Stems go on the bottom. Oh, they could also be called feet. Nix, that is. Well, I guess no. Don't eat the clay.
They both go onto the bowl of the piece, though.
Yes. I was making a little ball of clay that was just the trimmings off the bottom of the bowls. And she found it, and she started trying to take it away. And then she...
Which is something the other
Hey,
ones
sweetie.
never did.
Well, you tried to climb up the... under the shell part. Where are you now?
Now I have to turn it over.
Yeah, the chair spins, doesn't it? What's the matter, sweetie? Are you getting cold? It's not that cold, but the floor is, isn't it? You are...
You are, yeah.
It's just I can't think of the word right now. Don't jump up the monitor.
Susan Hazeltine. Good
That's
afternoon. Got pushed
Huh?
down to
Well, I had her briefly.
so the will adhere. Much like it was if it was a handle, you've got to press it so it compresses.
She is playing the good game of floor is lava right now.
Yeah.
Did you get your paws cold after falling into the clay water? Are you playful? Oh goodness. Okay, jump.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make sure that it's still
Yeah,
level.
Melissa, the one with the rat circus, she should have gotten herself a bangle.
Oh, I know.
As I could watch, the calculation is she turned and looked at me from the back of the chair. And I'm like, okay, here's the back of the shoulder.
Yeah.
And then it was springs. Oh, yes. Next goblet.
Set it over there. Now it's got to firm up. Next one.
Now for goblet number 3.
Is there a message over there?
The most recent one was heavy.
Okay. And this is why these ones are more expensive too, because they take more time.
Yeah. Instead of, say that it's the equivalent throwing time, the equivalent construction time of throwing one of the one-piece goblets.
For each half.
Yeah, for each half and for the attachment. So,
Yeah.
one 2-piece goblet takes the same amount of construction time as
It's 2 mugs.
It's 2 mugs. I was going to say it's 3 one-piece goblets.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Trying to keep track of where random particle is right at this moment. Yeah, attack the dust motes.
And you, stop doing that.
It's turning on you.
Yeah.
So before she's... I could put these here, see if I can collect some paw prints. But she seems to be pretty good at not stepping in wet pieces. At least so far.
She knows.
And I can itch my nose because we're home. And I know what's making my nose itch. It's called hay fever.
Because things are blooming.
Just the other side of the glass.
Which is oh so airtight.
Not. And that would be called sarcasm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing this with my hand and then using basically my fingernail as
Yeah,
the
you're using your fingernail to bevel.
bevel. Yeah.
To trim bevel there. That's kind of like rather than doing formalized trimming, which is what she has to do with those guys. You do with most normal pieces is basically round the bottom edge with the finger. There's my stamp.
Because it all depends on the style of
Style of
piece, whether it requires it or not.
Yeah.
Some of them do.
Some pieces require trimming. Other pieces do not.
And
goop. Ooh. Handle gently. This bat is not long for the world.
I could hear it crickle.
I wasn't doing anything more than flexing the crack that was already there.
I know, but I could hear the crickle.
Yeah.
It's the way my skin has been feeling. It's been feeling kind of crickly.
Andrew Scott Stone.
No. Scooch. Where to put it? Where to put it? It's underneath that. Okay, here we go.
Lost track of your tool.
Yep.
Ooh, the bottom on this one is thin. That's going to be as much more because that one gets.
And get all the goo off.
But you need
Because
the
you
extra
want the
glop.
extra goo, because you want to put a lot on there and when you compress it, the excess squeezes out.
And that's the same way for any piece you're attaching together?
Yeah. It's much like if you're doing it for tile work or anything else of that matter. It's like when you glue two things together, you have enough glue and you squeeze it together and the excess squoozes out. Technical term, squoozes.
I was gonna say that's an interesting word. Go. Those guys.
I have lots of technical terms like that.
Like glop rather than slip.
Not yet.
Oh yes, gotta compress. Sorry.
Now I need to do this bit.
She's having fun with the strings of lines.
Put it over here so I wouldn't lose it. Because when I press it down, sometimes it skews. It skews a little bit because you want to make sure that it is good and cute.
And I
There's
think that
always
was
that
pretty
bastard.
No, stand back in the ball. And that is the third and final one of those. And from here, we'll be wanting to cut off pieces for throwing squashed fairy mugs.
Yeah.
I'll take the cat bridge out of the way for the moment.
There we go.
That's good weight on this batch.
Yeah.
Just reveals.
Hello. And we'll go
Okay, so
there.
everything else over there.
And I
faces-
take the little nubbins off there. And I set this back down here. Start moving it back.
She puts the bat onto the bat pins to keep the bat pins from making the Giffinger sit crooked.
Or, yeah.
You're doing that wobble thing.
And you don't want that.
No, you're trying to make things even.
Yeah.
Clay.
Oh, don't believe. Hello.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I can take your goop.
Yeah.
Take the goop bucket away here.
Now I have to pull my sleeves up. Because otherwise that would be really gross and gooey on the sleeves.
The outside of that jar is so clammy.
Well, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? It was, what, 80% humidity out there earlier. Now
Yeah.
it's down to, what, 64.
Yeah.
So it got warmer.
Yep.
And the stuff's drying. It's okay. It'll go back up.
It'll go back up. Okay, so this is the one of them. I'll cut you off a number of 26-ounce pieces.
Yeah.
Yes, and this clay has been sitting inside for a couple days, so it's warmed up,
Yeah.
which is an important thing this time of year. This piece of big clay.
Considering that we had snow for a couple days.
We had
Which
2
was
days of
kind of
snow.
nice. It was kind of nice. Only a couple inches.
We didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah. It's a good time for snow.
Yeah.
We went out for a short walk, you know, in the snow.
Took a walk in the snow. That was a lump of clay just fell off the table, didn't it?
No, it was a water bottle.
Oh, she knocked the water. Oh yeah, it was the water bottles that you brought out the other day. I don't think you want to drink that anymore. It's been a couple of days out here.
Yeah. Oh, this clay's a bit firmer.
Yeah, it's that same box.
Yeah.
It's the other half of that box, which I knew you complained about being on the firm side. Okay. And since these are pieces that'll end up having sculpting elements, I will not put these in the goes inside bucket yet. They
Yes.
will go in this one. Needs sculpting. There we go. That's how I'll do that. Just a little too warm.
Hmm.
It's just not a bad problem.
Now you're gonna blind everybody with it.
With the white arms,
Yes.
that white skin. Yes, because nope, no natural pigmentation. Nor do I develop it over the year either. Yeah, attack that. Yeah, attack that string. So good.
Sigh.
Okay, and I'll just keep. So, if you make these ones have slightly larger than normal bases, to the cups?
The larger bottom and the
Yeah.
smaller top. Okay. Or actually a variety of
Yeah,
different
and then I'll
shapes
play
of
and match the specific one to the order. That piece is too big again, isn't it?
We'll have to
That was pretty
do
nice.
some of that for the black clay as well.
Yes. No, we don't have. Oh, I was checking to see if we did have a.
I thought you'd stepped on something else.
No. I was checking to see what the bag of clay behind the on-board was. Hopefully the next bag.
And a few of them need to be a little bit bigger too.
Yes. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the stack of forms here.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I am.
Sarah, I can't see that. It's on the other side of the bag of clay.
Yeah, I know. That's just like, I got it. I am double checking the stack of order forms while cutting off lumps of clay. Okay, there we go. That's 4 pieces in the 14 to 16 ounce finished cup variety. Which will.
It's a nice cylinder.
This one is also. Okay, that's 1. This is 2.
Everything starts off with this being a cylinder.
Nope. That's 1, 3, 4. Let's check the quantity. Not everybody's ordering 1. 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how
1,
many
2,
ones.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this one's not. Okay, that's a black mug. Those are both black mugs. Those go in a separate pile.
That's not the one I'm looking for either. Here it is.
Gray glaze. The gray glaze ones, are those supposed to be black clay or tan clay?
The two with the gray glaze?
Yes.
Those are the black clay. They're the, it's actually the purple.
Okay. Gray perp.
That's the purple that goes gray if it's not on the bottom shelf in the kiln.
Yes, that one. Got it.
That one.
Okay, device chalice. Those were the pieces that we just assembled. Those go over here. That one I finished constructed, so we're going into the second one down. This is a black
Did I
cup.
hear a snippet of Schoolhouse Rock in there?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
And I had to, it's like, no, that was the little pinball segment.
Yes. Oh God, now it's stuck in my
Then you
head.
can see it going by on the inside of your eyes too, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, I need to.
Because I'd watch it with you.
Yes.
Guys.
And
When I could.
following up with the theme, I watched it with my baby brother when he was watching Sesame Street age. See a little alembic. We're not going to be filming that one today, but that is a black clay. We go into this pile.
The little limbic will be fun.
Yes. You want to do the mini alembic the same day that you do the ice cream server?
Possibly. Yeah.
Mind you, the ice cream server may have to get you out more than you got to cut.
Yeah. That's also. Is that going to be in the stonework?
I thought so.
Okay. Good. I was good. Is it?
Well, it's not in. It's not going to be of the black.
Yeah.
Okay, so 82. This is one more. Look, you should stay up there.
Yes, we often have the little snippets of different music from shows or quotes from books, various
or
things,
movies. Because it's like when you see the greater good in text, you cannot think. Yeah, the line out of Hot Fuzz. The greater good.
The greater good. Yes, it's kind of really. Did someone really just say that?
Did they? Were they meaning this sarcastically, or have they not seen that movie?
They may not if it's a British movie.
I know.
That was funny. That's a
Oh,
funny
that was
movie.
hilarious. Oh, I remember when we watched it too. It was that time that we got halfway to West 12th night,
Right.
and the road closed
There's
in both directions. I'm watching you and working on my Turkish towels into a bathrobe sewing project. Cool. And it's communications from a bottle.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this is from different conversation.
It has to do with the virtual event next weekend, next Saturday.
There, I click like, and I will minimize that. There we go. Okay, so I've gotten this one sculpted, and it goes into the to be sculpted folder. I'm working my way through the stack. This one's been thrown. Goes inside, and this one.
Hi there.
Goes over.
Did you take your bridge
I
down?
took the bridge down again. I'm such a terrible human. You want your bridge back? Now you're gone again. I'll put the bridge back.
Yeah.
Okay, for the ones that we have printed, I have all the pieces cut. But there was a couple more that I know they were going to be paying their orders in a week or two.
Yeah.
So, all the ones that we have printed are that 14 to 18 ounce range.
Yeah.
So I'll cut off a few extra ones that size, and then I'll cut off some larger ones.
Yeah, cut off pieces for some larger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
Words. I need to put this pencil back where I can find it again. It doesn't get mistaken for a clay tool. I have pencil-shaped wooden tools for that. So a couple of pieces that are more in the 30-ish ounces.
Yeah.
There we go, 32 ounces, that's a good size. And 30, there we go. But yes, most of these will become splat fairies.
It's a fairy that's curved into the bottom of the cup for people who haven't seen
On
it before.
the underside.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Like
you
you
set your
said.
mug down and squashed a fairy flat underneath
Both
it.
female and male.
We had any requests from you again?
No, I'm kind of surprised. Especially, I suppose it's just the people who like the Greek.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of another project that we have to
Ryan
get
Johnson.
started on soon.
Yes.
I have to print that picture out.
I think that maybe we'll do that next.
I
It's
love it when the
the heat
foam on the
expansion.
ceiling creaks.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it mixed?
It hadn't been warm enough to do that in months.
Yeah, which is I think the reason why I made so much noise just now.
Because it's the styrofoam
It's the styrofoam
sheet insulation.
That's what's on the ceiling of the above us. Look this doing. Hello.
Lonnie Johnson, Philip Atkinson. Yes, you got it right.
So about 4 of the larger size ones?
Yeah.
This is not a larger size piece. I will set this one aside.
And then they'll be in all different poses. They won't all be in the same
Oh no,
pose.
they'll be.
Because that would get boring.
Oh yeah.
Nix.
They're
Still
going to
playing
be
the
gesture
blinds.
drawing style.
Yeah.
Oh, I still need to pull handles out of this. I'll cut off a few lengths to make handles out of.
Yeah.
Because this is nice for clay.
It'd
And I
be
don't
really
think
good
we
for
have-
doing handles. We have some, but not a lot.
So it would be that short handles. Ah, there they are. 3, 6. Yeah, that is not going to be enough handles. So we have 6 handles made already.
There we go. Trim off the
So-
unevenness of the
2, 5, 9.
Because when pulling up the sides, all the unevenness comes up out the top. And then you just cut it off.
Yeah, this is a firmer bag of clay, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Sarah. Tell me about it. Oh, this one I don't think is going to be very
Nix!
thick.
No! Don't do it! I will move that chair further away from the shelves. Oh, for those who haven't caught it, we have a kitten in the room with us. Her name is Nix. Yes, that meow right there. Oh, no, she's hunting the ceiling now. It made sound. Yes. Mind you, if you're too much of a nuisance, I'm gonna have to take you inside. You don't want that, do you?
Oh, the eyes of betrayal there.
Yes, you may run off with my pencil.
This is something she does, is run off with pens and pencils.
She also plays fetch with them. Very tipped into it. Hello.
Getting some pieces started for doing the squashed fairy months.
Okay.
These are the big ones?
Yes, the pile at the back are the larger ones, yes.
So there. Take that, Clay. Be really stiff. I'll pound you even harder, yeah. This doesn't matter if it's all delivered as part of the same order. It doesn't mean that it.
It's part of the same batch.
Yeah.
Even if it's
So you get some bags that are really soft, some that are beautiful to work with, which is most common, honestly.
some that are just lumpy and ornery.
Yeah, and then some ones that are kind of like, really?
Why? Why bag of clay? Now there's the ones that are really firm, which end up getting set aside just for handles.
Yeah.
It's like you are good for nothing else. We do that with
Gives me lots of exercise because I get all this nice
squeezy.
isometric exercise. It's what builds up all the muscle in the pectorals.
Maybe I should bring one of her favorite pens out here just for her to play with.
Yeah, I was going to say toys out here.
No, I'm not talking like a crickle ball or anything. I'm talking about one of those old Crayola pens with the nubbins on them.
Yeah. She kind of lost this much interest after she fell into the water bucket. Well, if you can call this water.
Well,
Well, it is kind of watery.
She jumped up onto this bucket here, and then she went to step down on what she thought was the next step. That was not a step. It was goop. And she was kind of goopy up to about there. Now she's discovered my pencil, and it is now her pencil. she's trying to grab it in her mouth without touching the floor because the floor is dusty. She's like, this floor is distasteful.
I don't know. Why are cats such cute freaks sometimes?
I know. Oh yeah, there was the small piece of clay from 2 days ago that we didn't throw. And there's another bag of clay over here. Oh no, this is the white. See how many more. Should I make another whole? Maybe I should make a third length handle. Because it's like, what should I use this piece of clay for? Yes.
They go into Ziploc bags. It'll keep for up to a month.
Yeah. Sometimes longer, depending on the handle and the weather.
Yeah.
There we go. One more big honking cup. And squeeze this lump of clay into handle bait. And one of these days we'll get me putting the extruder back up on the wall.
Yeah. One of these days.
I mean, you do like the way the handles are coming out without the extruders.
Yeah. They're coming out fine. There's a little more natural variance that way.
Yeah. And less air bubbles.
Yeah. It's true. A
What
lot
I do is I
less
take
air
the
bubbles.
lump of clay, squeeze it out into a rough cylinder shape, and then roll it some. And then break parts off, and then I'll be pulling the handles. Itch.
Which is another thing that does take practice.
Yes. Actually, see if I rotate this slightly. There. Now they're supposed to throwing in. Nope, gotta pull it a little further
No,
forward.
Sarah, it hadn't moved yet. Because all of a sudden it did
No,
move.
I was looking at the other window.
Yeah.
Now I'd have to pull it further over.
Yeah.
Do this bit. Let's see if I can get this. Just kind of. How would you actually describe the process of pulling handle? Because your hand's wet, and then you do just pull
stretch
gently.
it.
Yeah.
You're stretching it using water as lubrication, and it just makes it longer. And
Applying.
that's why a lot of handles are kind of that shaped.
Yeah.
Because
It doesn't
you're doing
move
this.
much to begin with.
Yeah. It's Sarah, have to do that another time because it's going to be just way too hard on your back.
Yeah, because I have to lean down a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Yep. There we go.
That's good. No, that's too hard. No. No. First.
I will
There.
grab, take, move.
That's wet clay. That'll come off really easy.
There we go. Oh. And then the handles, they get set down and they gotta sit and dry for a while.
Yep. Generally overnight.
Yeah. Exception of in summer.
Yeah. Or middle of winter.
Or in the middle of winter. Oh goodness.
Could be days.
Yes.
80% humidity. Things don't dry.
Yeah.
And then when it gets down to the 20-30% humidity, things dry real fast.
Things dry too fast. And then it's like you wait for a couple hours, very few hours.
But
No, that's a clay tool. You can play with pencils, you can't steal one of the silicone tools.
It looks like a pencil though, Sarah.
It is not a pencil. Not for kittens. What am I doing? Taking the lump of clay and rolling it into oil. Oh, did I bump your heel? I'm so sorry. You're like, you made my fur dirty. Ugh, that is not very watery water, is it?
No, it isn't. It's getting kind of viscous. At least it's not holding its shape yet.
Just about.
No, I've had a lot worse than that, sorry.
Yeah, that was a slightly heavier handle. This one's not going to make a very big handle. It's
Good for the hands. Like this.
Yeah, because you threw the other day, in part because the skin on your hands was really unhappy.
Yeah. My skin felt like 60 grit sandpaper. It felt like it crickled when I moved.
You can lay in the sunbeam there, kitten, if you want. She's very carefully not stepping on those little dishes that you made from the tops of the.
That's funny. Oh, did you see birds out the window?
That one's got a nasty ridge.
Yes. Please smooth out the ridges.
If I smooth that one down anymore, it's going to get too small. It's just moving now. Oh, I know what that is. Look, what's the black stuff on the back of my finger? It's a bit of the chair, because the chair's shedding its outer layer.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're up here.
Yep. The shop, where old office furniture goes to die.
It used to be where old lamps go to die, but they all died.
Yeah, pretty much. They finally kick it.
And this, well, it is all windows, so.
Yeah, there's.
And it has a ceiling fixture.
We have 2 ceiling lights in here.
Yeah. Which we've used maybe a dozen times.
Yeah, well, those.
Because we used
it once during last summer, because we had to come out here and finish something in like the middle of the night.
In the middle of winter a couple of times.
Because it wasn't dark. It wasn't light yet. Or it had gotten dark already.
Yeah. Oh, when the sun goes down around 4 p.m.
It was a couple days last week, the week before, when we came out first thing in the morning.
Before it was late.
Yeah. There's a tool I can put back in the cup. Fingers and next handle.
Now some shake. Still one of the favorite.
Yeah.
Shapes.
It's like the favorite cup shape of all time. And then like the most popular cup size. 16 ounces.
14 to 16 ounces.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon Hessel. I
Hello.
think there's some clay on my screen. Yeah, it did say
I
it was right over a letter. There's a spot of clay.
Yeah. I have, oddly enough, I think after we moved, you did me the favor of cleaning my monitor off. Because I had, my main workstation used to be the one next to the wheel.
Literally
Next to the wheel. Which meant every once in a while I got what I referred to as erroneous punctuation on my screen.
In other words, little
tiny spatters of clay. There were a couple that looked like periods, and a couple that looked like commas.
Well,
There were times where I tried to delete them off the screen and it kept getting the letters around them. It was really weird.
oh dear. Because yeah, your computer was not even 5 feet away.
Actually,
It was closer to where that one is now.
The monitor that used to be attached to my machine is that one right there, right now. It came back. It came back to the clay studio.
You couldn't stand to be away.
Well, when it comes to computers, there's a great deal of trickle down. The main workstation's got more appropriate monitors. Ones that weren't fuzzy.
Yeah. So that. Well, we were able to find some good ones for fairly cheap.
Yeah.
On Black Friday last year. So.
Black Friday. That's when we replaced screens.
That's when you find good deals.
Yeah. Not so much on computers themselves, but on the peripherals.
Yeah. And then printers just never die.
Oh, goodness, I know. At least our printers, I swear, it heard us threatening it with replacement and started behaving.
It did.
Mind you, there are days when it decides, you know that thing you printed last night? Well, now that you've turned the machine back on, I'm going to print it again.
No. It's like, why are you printing it again?
It's possessed.
Well, it's pre-Windows 10.
Yeah, and HP stopped making drivers for it years ago.
Yeah.
Shortly after Windows 10 came out. There is no Windows 10 driver for that poor thing.
Yeah.
Or there may have been one. And
then it works, but it's not a Windows 10 driver.
Yeah. Report needs one. Hello. Throwing. We'll go out and get the kiln loaded. It looks like the stuff next to the window is drying fairly well. All things considered. But I need to load the stuff that's dry in there before I can bring more stuff down there.
Because the shelves are full.
Because the shelves are full, yes.
We have one more set of shelves. We just need to get to.
And I have shelf space here still. It's just the temperature and humidity is a lot more constant in the garage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a garage.
Yes. Up until the point where I fire the kiln. Then the humidity drops and the temperature goes up.
Well, yeah.
Drive that moist air right out of the room. But I'll be able to take a number of the things that are not currently 100% dry and put them on the kiln, on top of the kiln, while the kiln is firing. And therefore dry them out enough for the next firing.
Yeah. After
6, 8, 10 handles. I have more than the minimum number needed for when you need, or for when you're attaching handles to the slot. Where's the kitten? Ah, there she is. Just every once in a while, it's like she's being quiet and I don't see her.
Where did she go?
That's right up there with the "what are you eating now" statement.
Which goes to things you never thought you'd never have to say. It's stop eating the phone.
Stop eating the phone. Don't eat the toilet paper.
Don't chew on my laptop.
What did you just find in the corner of the kitchen?
Yeah.
Well, last night she was having a great deal of fun ripping apart an empty egg carton.
Yeah, because I made dinner cake this weekend.
Yes. It was my brother's birthday. He got angel food cake, and because of the date, pie.
He's born on
Pie Day.
And what's his favorite dessert?
Pie.
Yes, which is oddly appropriate.
I think as of yet there's still both sorts left
There's
over.
one piece of pie left. It should
He's
be.
got dibs. Actually, I suppose it is a pretty standard ratio when it comes to stuff. As he got the equivalent of half, and the two of us got
The other
in
half.
sum total the other half. Yes. People think he couldn't possibly eat that much. What?
To do with his size.
Yeah.
Skin.
He is elf-shaped.
And of course more water.
Yeah. Go. There. Now you have water in your water.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, Nix. Did you get too warm? Sitting in a shadow across the
On the plaster.
I should put towels over those.
Yeah.
I will do that as soon as I finish this last candle.
Probably feels good.
Yeah, probably. Ah, crud. The bucket's overflowing. And I will do that next.
Pour the water into this for right now.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Because we have 2 full buckets down here. Mm. There. Now I can switch them again.
Because then the clay from here can go.
Splat. There is a slop catching bucket right there.
Where'd my towel go? It fell down.
Oh, actually, that's what this towel had been at some point in the past, was to go over plasters. There we go. Ooh, look at that. I just upholstered it for you. She's like, what you doing? There.
Okay.
Is there water on the floor now? What's up with that? I'm gonna move the cat bridge out of the way. She guarantees she wants to go up there in a few seconds. Get the rest of these guys off of the fats. Hopefully one of the pieces that you've thrown now are ready for handles. The handles will be ready to attach. Reannag is watching. Hello.
Ew.
And if anybody's watching on either Twitch or YouTube, if you send a message, it should appear on the screen for us to respond to.
Yeah.
That way we can actually say hello. That piece is marked. Drawing shelf. Today is Monday, right?
Today is Monday.
Okay.
I kept thinking it was Sunday, so it's okay. Earlier then I looked, oh, it is Monday. Okay.
Oh yes, and here's the kitty bowl. The reason for the interesting shape of this one is due to a popper.
It's Kitty's first pottery.
When we get to see you throw and spin, do you ever do handles live? I did handles a few minutes ago.
Well, attaching the handles. Yeah, we can do.
You attached handles live the other day.
Yeah. If you go on to YouTube, might even still be up on Twitch, who knows? They're different.
it wouldn't have been on during the last time we did it, but the time
For
before.
that. But yeah, we can do that again too.
Yeah.
I'm even gonna try to do not only do the ANS stream for the virtual event on Saturday, but also do some live streaming of just painting.
Yeah.
And people can ask questions.
So she can have which should make your laptop so happy. That stream will likely be just on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because your machine does not like OBS.
No, it doesn't.
It's one of the few things that ever made her machine start to overheat.
Now also, really bad video quality, which is funny. Don't know what's up with
your
that.
machine has got really it's a laptop, it's just not as robust.
It can run
it can run the high-powered games
and Corel Draw faster than your desktop.
Apparently, the OBS software draws heavier
On something.
Yeah.
Well, you're also trying to do all of it. It tries to do everything at once.
It's not just the processing of the video, it's the encoding of it to send it. Put that one up there.
Yeah, the computer out in our shop was bought just for doing the streaming. Just for doing streaming.
So it's got a...
So it's a one-trick pony. Its job is to do
streaming.
It runs Facebook.
Facebook, occasionally we run like music if we aren't streaming. If it's in the middle of the night or something. Or we're just not feeling well.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah, because bottom of the pieces get maker's mark and year, which is it's a 2-digit year.
Yeah.
Every once in a
The
while,
date variety is kind of like pre-tuned.
Yeah, it's pretty.
K2.
Y2K?
Y2K. I was leaving something out. Yeah, so it was kind of like, I'm getting it in the wrong order.
K2Y.
I was going, no, that's not.
You were saying it precisely backwards. You did. You made the acronym 100% backwards. Yes.
Just a little
dyslexia runs in this family.
And sometimes I say things that doesn't sound right.
That
Keep
wasn't
trying
the
to
right
say
word.
it. No, it's not.
Nope. We're dead. Try a different word.
It's gone now.
This guy on this bat. Yeah, because see, she's throwing on bats, and then so that later will be on the dog. Because once the things are the right consistency, you can
Just
flex the bat,
Yeah.
and the bottom of the piece doesn't flex and maintain grip. If it still holds onto the bat, it's too moist to come off.
I have no idea how Discord would work with video. Why?
I don't know. I think with Discord you have to post links to streams.
Okay.
That seems to be
I
what
have
I've
no
been
idea.
seeing.
Another social media. I'm learning another social media. But that'll maintain being up is kind of a
Yeah.
as a fancy
It's a small scale communication server like Facebook is a large scale one.
and you can have different servers having different
They have different channels within a server.
yeah, which is kind of interesting.
No, I want to put this on the shelf.
Oscar, good afternoon.
Hello.
Throwing cups. These ones are going to be the first of the squashed fairy mugs.
And yes, we have gotten the methodology to order the squashed fairy mugs up on the website. There is a new page on the website. It's the add-ons page. So you could go there.
Or if you just want to, you can contact us directly through Facebook or email.
Yep, a lot of people have.
Yeah.
It's just, we're getting so many requests, it's like, I better go and, build a new webpage. New page for a site. So somebody can get pretty much any style of cup, there's a few exceptions, and have the squashed fairy on the underside.
It'll just cost a little more than the base cup.
Yeah.
So, which is, hence it being an add-on. Or if you just wanted it with...
Also on that page is getting your name put on the bottom.
Yes.
Or an appropriately length section of text. Obviously something like this size, not as much space.
Yeah.
I did put some rough character counts on that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and if you have any questions with that, just contact us. Go. There, I've gotten everybody bats. Got the handles pulled. Take these bats and put them in their proper spot. It's starting to feel kind of muggy in here, isn't it?
I think it feels good.
I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying, it's 70 degrees.
At least it is up there near the sea.
Let's see. What's it elsewhere in the room? It's 73 over here by this window.
By the window the sun's coming in.
And over by the computer, it is, wait for it to cycle around, 69. So it is pretty consistent. It's 2 degrees warmer up there.
4 degrees.
And 4 degrees warmer over on the window side. Which is the reason why things that we want to dry quick are over there.
Or past the,
peak?
Yeah, past the, temperamental stage of cracking if it dries too fast.
Yeah.
Certain clays come to mind. The black clay.
And the regular white porcelain as well.
Yeah.
That stuff warps if it dries too quickly.
Yeah.
There. So, order of operations when it comes to the fairy books. Should we attach the handles first or put the fairies on first?
Fairies first.
Fairies first. Got it.
You don't want to break the handle off.
No, because I'm like, the handle might be in the way.
Yeah, it definitely would be.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
So I heard that the storm that dropped the snow on us has been dropping snow elsewhere as well.
Further south, it got all the way down.
Some of the snow hit in Mendocino.
Yeah, or it's supposed to hit the hills in the Bay Area.
Cool. Which means everybody's going to be flocking to the hills. You know, the road up to Mount Diablo anytime the snow hit? I mean, it might be different right now. Don't know if the park's open.
No, I have no idea.
They might have the road.
The parks up here closed.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Oh yeah, it does. I saw people a number of days ago were like, well, if you want to go camping, you could always just go camp at a park or something. Cut to somebody referencing, it's like, nope, parks are shut.
No.
Done, not done. So, 6, 10, 11. 11 cups. 4, 8, 12, 13. Plus the 6. Yeah, you have like 20 handles again.
Which is good.
Yeah. Little chittery sound that she makes. I'll put these guys down lower.
Silly cat.
This was another reason why. Well, there was a couple of reasons why we waited until afternoon to come out here to throw today. One of them was a allowing the sun to do the heating of the room rather than running the heater.
It's 30 degrees warmer than it was. 32 degrees warmer than it was this morning out here. So I look.
Yeah.
And this, I look at the weather. It's supposed to be sunny. You can do it after lunch.
We can wait.
Yep.
Another reason is that if we throw later in the day, it won't. The pieces will have less total time to dry before the sun conditions out here again tomorrow morning. When we can get
Mostly
started.
because it was warmer. And
Yeah.
wasn't going to have to turn on the heater or wear a sweater.
Yes.
It hasn't gotten to that part of the year that we have to worry about sun conditions yet.
Ugh.
We're going, oh good, the sun's going to be out. It'll warm up the studio.
Yeah, later in the year it'll be a case of, we have to get out here soon enough in the day
Either
that
that
it's
or in
not
the
too
evening.
hot. Yeah.
Because it does cool off relatively well too, because you have the cross ventilation.
And before it
windows in the door.
gets too hot, we're going to have to get the pet screen.
We have some of that screen stuff right there.
Yeah. We have a roll of the chicken, very closely woven chicken wire kind of stuff. What is this called?
I have no idea what it's
Hardware
called.
cloth? Is that it? Galvanized hardware cloth. So we're going to be applying this over
The
the
screens.
screens, so we can open it and not have a kitten go through. Those because two of those windows, there's two panels over there on that side. There's the sliding panel on that window.
Yeah. I think they just took the storm door from someplace else.
I think they do. It looks very retrofitted into the opening.
Yeah.
And then we have the screen on the sliding glass door that we'll cover as well.
Which looks like it came out of family.
Yeah. This room has a very scrap motif.
Yeah.
So four panels of the window in this room are sheets of glass with molding holding them in place.
Yeah.
And then there's one that is just a bare aluminum frame. The black one is black aluminum frame. And the
That one.
sliding glass door is old dual pane.
Yeah.
No two windows, well, unless you count the sheets of glass, no two windows match.
Yeah. We still have some of the window film that we can put.
Yeah. Yeah, we have leftover?
Yeah, we have leftover.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's in the corner someplace in here.
Either in the corner
Because
or
we
in the
have one,
closet.
two of the windows on the other side there. We put the solar window film on.
Because really, the summer sun comes in too fast.
It was like 95 to 100 degrees out here, and that's not comfortable to work in.
No. They're not good for the clay. But
No.
definitely not good for us.
No. Makes us cranky, not want to do things. Oh yes. Can't put that chair over there right now because Kitten will use it as a launching pad. This one needs to go in there. There. I will make some polyhedral dice while you are finishing off the last 4 cups.
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to find some soft dates to play. Of which that is not. Good. Not going to be one chunk that is. What are you eating? I think you just found a dead bug to eat.
Sigh.
Are you soft clay? Soft fish? Soft you? Ah, yes, there's some soft enough clay in here. Not goopy, not hard.
Yeah.
Basically, the scrap clay I have to use for this is more or less throwable consistency. And you'll be doing some painting this afternoon?
Yeah. Get the goo off my hands. Just to get more
So for
goo.
those of you on Facebook, you can go over to the Reannag Teine business page, most likely, and see she might be posting pictures of the things she's painting later.
Yeah.
The in progress pics.
Yes.
Ooh, is that a fascinating sound there, Nix?
Did you hear the wind chimes out there, huh?
Getting the hang of being out here in the workshop there, Cat?
Lots of input, huh?
All those windows and the sounds and the clay and the tasty water. When we were getting our shoes on to come out here, we all I had to do is like, okay, kitten, you want to come out? I patted her carrier box, and she ran over and in. And she's like, okay, close it up, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're fascinated. You've got clay on your nose and you're looking it off. However, could that have happened? Bouncing off the walls when she first got out here. Almost literally. Definitely bouncing from chair to chair to ceiling to table to shelf. Sunbeam. She was enjoying the sunbeam from the back of my desk chair earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Sprawl out and became a ribbon little cat.
Mm-hmm.
Back to playing with the blindfolds.
Silly beast.
I'm lucky.
I hope she's not using her claws.
Not that I can tell, but I can always move that.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie. Yeah, shift your feet. Would you stand over there, please? Oh, you're gonna wrestle my arm now. Thank you. No, don't grab my hand. I can put it in the empty keyboard drawer.
Yeah.
Maybe? Maybe? Yes.
Oh, there we go.
I do that. No.
No, that's not very stable.
I
Because
could
it's only part of a desk over here.
Yeah. I could feel the one of the two sides to the drawer pull hang some, give a little bit, as I let the weight rest, and it didn't get in all the way. Oddly enough, that master bed is larger than a keyboard.
I think maybe just
Just
a
a
little bit.
bit. Maybe if the weather stays warm, we could plan on doing a plaster pour this
Yeah.
week.
Get some more forms made.
Get some new forms made, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know there's a minimum temperature that you can work with plaster at.
Yeah. I'd have to look that up again.
Yeah.
A minimum and a maximum.
And the maximum, yes. Can't be too warm, can't be too hot. If I recall correctly, the too warm is something where we wouldn't want to be outside anyways.
Yeah.
Get out a table, get out, put a board over it to support the tabletop so it doesn't bone. Because wet plaster is very heavy.
And also do
Use a
something.
level.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the top of the table is perfectly level. Then mix the plaster. I don't know why I'm still just trying to peer around the chair between you and me. I can just look at the screen and see it.
Oh, yeah. I suppose so, huh?
Like the days when all of our computers weren't in the same room and we'd have to have Skype going so we could talk to one another for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And if you stood in the wrong part of the house, there was this bizarre opposite echo.
Oh, yeah. That was awful.
Or you could hear the same person cough like 4 times.
Yeah, because it would be picked up by.
More than one mic.
Yeah. There we go. Next.
And also the feedback loop because we would be playing without headphones on.
Yeah.
So it'd be from the speaker to the mic and back
Well,
again.
sometimes we had somebody who was remote too.
Yeah. It's there. It's there. And you're on your second to last piece there?
Yep.
Squish, squish, make the dice. It let go.
Yeah, I think it might be getting too dry.
Okay, so do you want me to just
Does this-
bag up these last couple of pieces?
Yeah. Because if it does that,
Mm-hmm.
because it was kind of firm to begin with, and if it's dried
Yeah.
out, it means it just has no adhesion,
Yeah.
which is
Which
kind of
is,
annoying.
it'll go into this bag.
A little water.
I'll need some bits of clay for doing the sculpting, and
Yeah.
also, if nothing else, the stuff can go towards making handles in the future.
Yeah.
So, with
I could have a
that,
little bit of water coming too.
true. Squirt bottle, I saw it over here. It's a finite space. It's amazing how quickly we misplace tools in it.
Yeah.
Essential piece of shop equipment. A spray bottle full of water.
Yeah.
At least nowadays it doesn't, the clay one doesn't wander off into the kitchen.
Yeah. It's definitely something the house proper, so we don't have clay dust on everything anymore, which isn't healthy.
No, it's not. So that's it for today. We'll be streaming again
Relatively soon.
relatively soon, possibly tomorrow.
Yeah, forget to do the handles.
Yep. And squashed berries.
Yeah, that or
Depending
either
on how
tomorrow.
things are, either tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah. It's all up to the clay.
Yes.
You work to the clay
And
schedule.
whatever weather is doing for us.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we'll see you guys again.
Bye-bye.